in the conditional statements we have if condition, then if else, nested if else if, and switch. Okay, and after that we have loops as well. Okay, so in the loops we have like for loop, do while loop. Okay, so we will see that. So very first let's start with the conditional statements. Okay, so now if I open my IntelliJ, so here see, if condition or if control statement, why we use it? Okay, so whenever you have to perform some condition check, okay, and based on the result if you want to write some logic, then you can use the if or else conditions. Okay, for example, let's suppose I have the statement like if student percentage is greater than 35, then he will be passed, right? And if it's less than 35, then he will be failed. Okay, so this is the statement we have. Okay, so based on this statement, what we have written here, like this one, so based on the percentage we are getting to the conclusion that student is passed or failed. Okay, so if the percentage is greater than 35, then maybe he will pass. If the percentage are not greater than 35, then the student will be failed. Okay, so this is very much simple statement. Now let's understand how we can write the same in the Java language. Okay, so let's just come out of this drawing mode, and here let's suppose I have int percentage. Okay, and let me give it as maybe 45. Okay, let's just minimize it. So maybe initially let's give the percentage as 45. Okay, now we will check if the percentage of student is greater than 35, then we will consider it as that student is passed. If it is less than 35, then that student will be failed. Okay, so how we can write the if statement? So here you can use if keyword. After that, here you have to mention the condition. Okay, so here what is the condition? Condition is that if the percentage is greater than 35. Okay, so this will be your condition which you have to write inside the if. Okay, then if this condition is satisfied or if the condition is true, then only it will come inside your if loop, and whatever thing you want to do or whatever logic you want to write, that you can write in the if condition. Now let's suppose here I want to say if the percentage are greater than 35, then that student is passed. Okay, so if I save this, and now if you see the percentage are 45, which is greater than 35, so it will come inside the if and it will print pass. So let's save and execute this, and you will see the result as a pass. Okay, why? Because percentage are greater than 45. Okay, so see here it is saying the student is passed. Okay, now if you see here, if I change the value of the percentage from 45 to 25, and if I save this, okay, so now here if you see the percentage is 25, which is not greater than 35. Now in this case it should print failed. Okay, so but if we write only if condition, it will not print anything. If we save and execute, you will see in the console we don't get any result. Okay, see here it is empty. So if you have the condition and where you want to check if the condition is true, then do this thing. If the condition is false, then do these things. Okay, so in that case you can write else. So if percentage are greater than 35, then it is passed. If the percentage are not greater than 35, then it will come to the else loop. Okay, and then inside the else, let's print that the student is failed. Okay, so now in this case the percentages are 25, so 25 greater than 35, So if here we see 25 is greater than 35, so this statement will be false. Why? Because 25 is lesser than 35, so this condition will not satisfied. So directly your cursor will come to line number 7 at else. Okay, and then whatever you have written inside the else, that thing will get printed. So in this case we will get the result as a failed. Okay, so let's execute and see. See here, we are getting the result as a failed. Okay, so this way you can write the if else conditions. Okay, now another way is that, see here, in the if condition, okay, if you have only one statement, in the if condition, if you have only one statement, then you don't have to write this curly brackets as well. We can remove all these curly brackets. Okay, but when you have only one statement inside the if condition, so see, if percentage greater than 35, then only one line you have, which is system.out.println pass. So if you are not writing the curly brackets, then it will consider the first line. If you have any other line here, let's suppose here I have some text. Okay, so see, as soon as you write the second line, it will give the error, because the syntax of the if will be like this, right? And if you have only one statement, then maybe you can skip the brackets, but if you have more than one statement, then you always need to write this brackets. Okay, so that is one thing you can just keep in your mind. Now this is about the if else statement. Okay, now inside this if, you can write another if else as well. Okay, so let's suppose if the percentage is greater than 35, okay, then here you can write the another statement, and here we will see if the percentage are greater than maybe 60 or greater than 65. Okay, so if your percentage are greater than 35, see, very first statement I have written if percentage greater than 35, it means you are passed. Okay, now let's come inside and check how much percentage student got. Let's suppose student percentage is 65, it means student got first class. So here I will print first class, right? Then here we can write else. If it is not greater than 65, then maybe we can just write student passed. Okay, so this way, if you have to write the if else statement inside the if, then also it is possible. Okay, even the same thing you can write in the else as well. Okay, so this way of coding you will see maybe when you work in the companies. Okay, so inside the if you will see so many if else. Okay, based on the different conditions, that statements will get executed. So now let's suppose here I have the marks as a 80. Okay, let's save this. Now let's keep the debugger here. Okay, I will just debug the program just to see, make you understand how it is working. Okay, so let's start the debugger. As soon as start the program in the debug mode, very first the debugger will come at line number 4. Okay, see now. Here if you see, the percentage is 80 and now 80 is greater than 35. Now if you see the value of this expression, okay, so let's go here and evaluate and see here the result is true. Why it is true? Because 80 is greater than 35. Now as your condition is satisfied, your debug will come to the next line, which is inside your if condition. So let's go to the next line. See now, here we got, here the percentage is 80, which is greater than 65. Okay, so this condition is also true. If you want to see the result, you can just evaluate the expression here and see result is true, right? Now as this condition satisfied, it will come inside this if as well. So if we go to the next line, here it came, and now in the console if you see, we don't have anything yet. As soon as I go to the next line, it will print first class. Okay, now as your this if condition satisfied, it will not come to the else, and even it will not come to this else. Okay, so that way your if else or if else inside the main if will work. Are we clear till this point? Everyone, anyone have any question? No. Okay, so perfect. Now the another way is that, let's suppose, let's remove this thing. Okay, and here let's print I am passed. Okay, our student is passed. Okay, now see, if you want to check the multiple conditions, okay, so here only one thing is that if the percentage greater than 35, then pass, else failed. Okay, so maybe let's suppose some student have the percentage exactly 35. Okay, so if your percentage are greater than 35, then you will be passed. Even if your percentage are equals to 35, then also you will be passed, right? Only you will fail if your percentage are lesser than 35. So if you want to check the multiple conditions, then you can use else if. Okay, so how we can write the else if? So here we can write else if, then here you can write one more condition. So we will check if percentage is equals to 35. Okay, if the percentage is equals to 35, then see or print student pass, or here let's write student pass just to differentiate. Okay, now see, whenever you are using else if, okay, so same thing you can write this way as well. Okay, so this way, if percentage is equals to 35, so see the way or the working of this way. So see here what I did, very first I did the return one if condition where it is checking your percentage are greater than 35 or not. So here my percentage is 35. Okay, so this condition will not get satisfied, it will come inside this or second if. So here percentage is equals to 35, it will check is this condition true. If this condition is true, it will print this student pass. Okay, so if I save execute, you will get the result as a student pass. See here. Okay, now the same thing we can write using else if. So here you can just write else if we save and execute, you will get the same result. See here, student pass. Okay, now what is the difference then, okay, between the previous scenario which we have seen and this scenario? Okay, so difference is that if you are writing this way, only if you are writing the first if condition, then second if condition, and then else. Okay, so difference is that if we write only if conditions, then all the conditions will be checked. Like very first it will check is your percentage greater than 35, then it will print if it's greater than 35. So again it will come to line number 7. Okay, it will check is your percentage is equals to 35, then it will print whatever thing you have written. Okay, if this both the conditions are not satisfied, then it will come to the else. Okay, so this is the execution if you are writing only if. But if you write the else if, then what will happen? Very first it will check if your percentage greater than 35 or not. Okay, and if this condition is failed, okay, then only it will check the else if part. If this condition is satisfied, then it will never come to line number 7. Okay, but the same thing if you are writing here using the if, then whether your this condition is satisfied or not, still your compiler or your Java will compile this thing or will execute this thing line number 7. Okay, so that's the difference between only if and else if. Else if will execute only if your main if condition is not satisfied. Okay, are we clear? Any confusion? everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear, right? You are able to understand these things, right? So see, we have seen if else, okay, then if else if, also we have seen nested if else, okay. Inside the if we have seen how we can write the if else statement, okay. So that's about the if condition. Now one more thing is that I just want to tell you that in the if condition, this is our expression, right? So in this expression you always have to pass the boolean values. Boolean in the sense whatever expression you are sending, the result should be in the boolean. Because see here, if you are writing percentage greater than 35, we already seen in last section or last session that if you are using the operator greater than, it will check it is greater than or not, and result will be in true or false. If it is greater than 35, then your result will be true. If it is not greater than 35, then your result will be false, right? So instead of true false, if you try to pass any other value, let's suppose here I am trying to pass some integer value. See here, as soon as I pass the integer value, it is giving me the error. And what is the error? It is saying that the required type is boolean, but you have provided int, which is not allowed in the if. Okay, so if we save this and execute, let's see what error we are getting. See here, incompatible types. Int cannot be converted to boolean. Okay, so here you always need to pass the boolean value in the if condition. Okay, it will not take any other value. Okay, so if you try to pass integer, or maybe let's suppose you are trying to pass some character, then same error will come. So in the if expression, only allowed values are true and false. If you pass true, it will work. If you pass false, it will work. Okay, but even if you try to pass like this, T capital R U V, then also it will give the error. Why? Because this true is not have any meaning in the Java. In the Java, true is, if we write this way, see here, true is the keyword. Okay, so you have to always keep in your mind this naming convention also. For the true, it is all the letters in the small, even not first letter is also, if you try to write in the capital, then it will not consider it as a true. Okay, so that is one thing. So let's make it as it is, like percentage greater than 35. Okay, so that's about the if, else if, or maybe else. Okay, now let's try to understand about the for loops. Okay, or no, very first let's try to understand the switch case. Okay,